that this is actually a problem that we have not done, which I believe it is, but I'm never 100% sure. So
Hmm.
let's look correct to you. New problem. Yes. I'm giving you a yes or no. Can we start with this problem or not? I believe we did not
Sure.
do number 9. Okay.
We didn't do
So
it.
to do a problem like this, you have to make a common denominator, and your common denominator is what is missing from the other one. So on the left here, the left one is missing an x plus 2, and it does not come from the top. It comes from the bottom over here. They're both missing an x plus 2. The one on the right is missing an x minus 4. Okay.
Mhm.
So we talked last time about how to make a common denominator. I'm just going to show that to you here. Now on the top, you do have to FOIL. So you have to FOIL the top, multiply in. Okay. X squared plus 4x plus 4 plus negative x squared plus 4x, like that. Now on the bottom, it's x minus 4, x plus 2. You always leave it in factored form.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, I'm writing down.
Yeah, let me know when you
What
get
you're
caught up
doing.
here. These are unfortunately very long problems, so we have to do it this way, or you'll never get.
Okay.
All right. So now on the top, x squareds cancel. 4x combines with 4x, so you end up getting the top here, 8x plus 4 over x minus 4, x plus 2. In the
Mhm.
top, you factor out a 4. Okay. On the bottom, you have x minus 4, x plus 2.
Mhm.
And again, there's a cancellation because those go away. So now you got to get caught up here, but the final result is 4 over x minus 4.
Mhm. Okay. Cancel that. Mhm. Okay.
And that is it. I mean, that is the final answer to number 9. So
Okay.
let me know when you get all that down, and we'll move ahead to 10, which is similar. It's just a longer version of the same thing.
Okay. Let me get some more paper. Okay.
Let me know when you're ready.
I am ready.
Okay, here we go. So number 10 here, the one on the left here is not factored.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to factor x plus 2, x minus 1. So you rewrite it x plus 2, x minus 1, 1 over x minus 1, like that.
Mhm.
Right. So the factoring is an important part of the course. You do see it again in Algebra 2, but you don't see it in geometry. So you're kind of okay. You'll get a refresher on it if you don't remember it when you take the next class.
Okay. Okay.
The same thing as the previous problem. You got to figure out what's missing. So the one on the left here has an x plus 2. The one on the right does not. So you put x plus 2 top and bottom here. So now they have the exact same bottoms. Their bottom is x minus 1, x plus 2, x minus 6 minus x minus 2, like that. If you wonder where that's coming from, I'm distributing the negative into both x and 2, which makes it negative x, negative 2.
Mhm. Okay.
All right. So we got x minus 6 minus 2 minus 8 over x minus 1, x plus 2.
Okay. Yeah. There we go. All right.
That's it. There's nothing more that can be done on this problem.
Okay. 8.
Now, I can't remember the next grouping. I know we did 11. I don't know if we did 12 and 13. Can you check?
We did 11, 12, 13, 14.
I don't think we did. Oh, we did 14. We did?
Mhm.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Okay. Now, in the next grouping, we did not do 15. Is that right?
Yeah, we did not do.
Okay, so let's keep going here.
Okay.
All right. So x squared plus 4 over x minus 2 plus 2 minus 5x over x minus 2. So see where it says where x cannot equal here?
Mhm.
That's referring to the stuff we did last time where we set the bottom equal to 0. We set x minus 2 equal to 0. And then we added 2 to both sides to get x equals 2, but it was really a not equal to 2. That's where that comes from. It's basically saying x cannot be 2.
Yeah.
All right.
0 plus 2. Okay.
All right. Now, the next thing is you want to combine the tops because the bottoms are the same.
Mhm.
The bottoms are the same. So your top is x squared plus 4 plus 2 minus 5x. And then you combine like terms. So you can combine the 4 and the 2. This becomes x squared minus 5x plus 6 over x minus 2. All right, so let me know when you get caught up to there, and we'll continue.
Okay.
All right. Now, from here, you're going to factor the top. Now I'm going to help again. The top factors into x minus 2, x minus 3. And is right here. So x minus 3 is your final answer.
Okay. Did there was 2 lines. Does the top one matter? Did it? There
I
we
mean,
go.
I think that's what goes there. X minus 3, whatever your final answer is, and then the bottom one is where you say x cannot equal whatever it cannot
Okay.
equal.
Okay. Which would be 2.
Yes.
Okay. Put that there. Here. All right. There we go. Okay.
All right. So we got x plus 2, x squared plus 2x. So on the right here, we're going to factor. We're going to factor out an x times x plus 2. And so you set everything equal to 0. You said x equal to 0, x plus 2 equal to 0, and then you solve. So the second one is x equals negative 2, but they're really not equal to's because what we're saying is when the bottom is 0, it's undefined. So there's 2 answers here that you need to include.
2. Okay.
All right. Now, the bottoms are not the same. And that's the key issue when you're combining things. If the bottoms are not the same, you have to make them the same. So I'm going to kind of reset this problem first. They actually do this right. Most courses don't make you exclude values first. But this becomes x minus 2 over x plus 2 plus, or is that a divided by? That's a plus, right?
That is a division sign. Yes.
No, it's got to be a plus.
It
Is it?
looks.
Is it?
It's
It really does
division.
matter. Which one is it? Because you got the paper in front of you, I hope.
It's division. Yeah, yeah, I have
It
it right
is.
in front of me.
Oh, okay. And that's good to know. Okay. So you never divide, you always multiply by the reciprocal. So what I was about to say is wrong. And then you actually factor everything here. So what I did is I wrote the first one the same. This other one, I factored out an x plus 2, the top 4, x minus 2, and now you cancel. The canceling is the fun part because things go away. That goes away
Yeah.
with that, that goes away with that, that goes away with that. So you're left with just x divided by
4.
4.
X
All right.
divided by 4. Mhm.
All right. All right, so 17. Let me know when you're ready for this. Let me make sure you get all that down.
X. Okay.
All right, so 17 here, x plus 1/2, 4 plus 2 over x.
Mhm.
And so we got similar issues here. So first thing is that 2 over x, you have to look at the x part. X cannot be 0 because you can't divide by 0.
Mhm.
All right, so that's the first one. The next one, that's still a little bit more complicated. You have to set the whole bottom now, 4 plus 2x equal to 0. And you might be wondering, well, how does this even work? Well, you have to subtract 4 from both sides. So 2
Okay.
over x equals minus 4 over 1. Then you have 2 equals minus 4x. And x ends up being minus 1/2. And that's what it cannot be. That's the excluded value. And you do need to show the work. You can't just like write it, because nobody, I mean, you got to make it stand out that you're the one trying to show
Mhm.
this. So
4x. Okay.
so that's the other value here. And again, kind of unfortunately, like last problem, like there's a lot to do before you do the actual problem.
Yeah.
And so all right. Hey, real quick, I gotta pause you for real quick. We'll be right back with you.
Okay.
Hey, Josh, I'm back. Apologize for the delay.
Okay.
So we got kind of two separate problems here. We're gonna look at the bottom first, and we're gonna make a common denominator out of them.
Okay.
All right. The common denominator is x. So we're gonna multiply the top and the bottom by x here. So it becomes 4x plus 2 over x, like that. Because when the bottom's the same, you keep it.
Mhm.
All right. And then you have x plus 1/2. X plus 1/2, we do the same thing. X over 1 plus 1/2. We're gonna multiply the top and bottom by 2.
Mhm.
All right, so that becomes 2x plus 1 over 2. All right, and now this is actually much like the previous problem where you have you're dividing by a fraction. So you rewrite it like this, and that's where I want you to get caught up to. Let me know when you get caught up to this step here.
Okay. Mhm.
All right, so you got it.
Mhm.
All right, now on the lower right here, we can actually factor this to 2 times 2x plus 1,
Mhm.
which means that we cancel.
We gotta cancel that.
So you end up getting x over 2 times 2, which is 4, and that is your final answer.
Mhm. Yeah, go. Okay.
Right.
Alrighty.
Okay, so 18, new problem here. Let me know when you're ready. We'll dive into this one.
Okay, I have it. I'm ready. I have
All
it
right,
on
so you have to
paper.
diagonally multiply like that. So you multiply 7x times 11 equals 5 times 2. So
Mhm.
77x equals 10, and you divide both sides by 77. So x equals 10 over 77. That's it for that one.
Um, Okay.
All right. They're not going to go this fast, but first one isn't too bad. All right, so
Mhm.
19 here, you're doing the same thing. You're going to diagonally multiply. So you're going to take x minus 2 times x plus 8 equals 2x times 3. All right, so this be on the left here, you FOIL and you get x squared plus 6x minus 16 equals 6x here.
Let me catch up to this.
Yep. Take your time. It looks okay for time.
Mhm. Okay.
All right, so you subtract 6x from both sides and it ends up canceling. So you're left with x squared minus 16 equals 0 on the left, or equal 0. And so this becomes x minus 4, x plus 4 equals 0.
Uh-huh. Yep.
So you said each of those equal to 0, x minus 4 equals 0, x plus 4 equals 0, x equals 4, x equals minus 4.
Mhm. There. Make it clear. Okay.
All right, so now those are our answers. That's what goes in the line here. Normally you check them. This one works out. If we get to a problem where it doesn't work, I'll definitely bring that up, but save you the heartburn for having to think about that. And let's make sure you get all this down and we'll move on to the next question.
More paper. Okay. Okay.
Let me know when I can move on to 20.
We can move on. Okay.
All right, so x over 3 minus 6 over x equals 1. Treat 1 like it's 1 over 1. So we have x over 3, 6 over x, 1 over 1.
Mhm.
All right, now we have to make a common denominator. So I'm gonna show you what it's gonna take to make this a common denominator. We're gonna multiply by x and x, 3 and 3, 3x and 3x, like that.
Okay. That's interesting.
So this becomes x squared minus 18 equals 3x over 3x over 3x over 3x.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Now, because the bottoms are the same, you can just look at the top.
Mhm.
So it's kind of a big point, but you know, we're getting here to the end of your class. I mean, it is important to know why this is, but we're gonna just go with it for right now. So
Okay.
you basically ignore the bottom. And you get x squared minus 3x minus 18 equals 0. Like that.
Mhm.
And then you factor, you get x minus 6, x plus 3. You set those both equal to 0. And then you solve for x. You get x equals 6 and x equals minus 3.
Okay. All right.
21's the big one.
All right. Let's do. What's this?
Let me know when you're ready for it.
Okay.
Right. So we got to make a common denominator again. The reason I'm leaving these spaces is so that you can see what we're going to put in here. You gotta get it all the same. So the first one is you need a 3 and a 3. The second one also needs 3 and a 3. And then this one, let's get a different color here. It needs an x plus 3 and an x plus 3. This one needs an x plus 3 and an x plus 3. And then this last one in the middle here, it needs an x and an x.
Okay.
Now, the whole point of this part of the course is to be able to figure this out. So, you know, full disclosure, I'm not really giving you that step, but you can see now that they all have the same bottoms.
Mhm.
All right, so we have 3 times x plus 3 plus 3x equals x plus 3. And then they all have the same bottom. So the other way you can write is 3x times x plus 3,
Mhm.
like that.
Okay. Let me just catch up here. All right.
Now, again, we ignore the bottom. The bottoms are the same everywhere. So we just ignore it. And we just look at the top. So 3 times x plus 3 plus 3x equals x plus 3. A lot of threes there. So if we got 3x plus 9 plus 3x equals x plus 3. So we have 6x plus 9 equals x plus 3. Move the x over, so you get 5x equals negative 6, and x equals minus 5 over 6, like that. Let's check that. I'm surprised that actually I'm gonna check this in another thing. I'm surprised it worked out like that, but let me grab my tool here and see if I can help to explain that. Which one is it? It's that one. All right. I do need to scroll up. Sorry, well, you let me know when you get all this down. I want to just double check this here,
Okay.
which I can't do from my current screen. Actually, I guess I can now.
Okay, I have
I'm sorry. The only thing that's wrong here is I put the wrong order here. It's -6/5.
oh, okay. It's polar. Okay.
That takes care of 21. We're up to 22 now. So 22 and 23, you're going to write it. You're going to write some sort of equation and then solve the problem.
Mm.
All right. So the hard part here is writing the equation. All right. So let me know when you're ready. I'm sorry if I scrolled past that. Maybe you can get. Let me know when you get caught up.
Okay. I have everything. Paper.
Right.
All right.
All right. So 22. 2/5. Okay. So it says if the same number is added to the numerator and denominator 2/5. So here's what that means. Plus x plus x. The resulting fraction is equal to 2/3. What is the number? So we have to solve this equation. So this is a lot like what we were doing in number 19. All right, so 19, we cross multiplied. If you recall, we took the top left and multiplied by the bottom right equals 2 times 5 plus x. So we have 6 plus 3x equals 10 plus 2x, like that.
Down.
All right, so to solve this, subtract 2x from both sides, subtract 6 from both sides, x equals 4. There's your final answer.
Down. Whoop. Out. No. Okay.
All right, so last one here. It says Darian vacuums the carpet at his church once a week. If it takes him 4 hours, it takes his cousin Nikki 2 hours to vacuum the church carpet. So it's basically like person one can do it in 4 hours, person two can do it in 2 hours. How long will it take them to do it if they work together? And so the idea is that the more like when many hands make light work. You know, if you got more people doing something, it gets faster. So the
Yeah.
formula is 1 over the time for the first person to do it plus 1 over the time for the second person to do it equals 1 over the time for them to do it together. Okay, so how does that fit into this problem? 1 over 2 plus 1 over 4 equals 1 over. This thing that I wrote down, it's a known equation. It's a shortcut. I like it. Does only apply to this problem, but so let me know when you get caught up here, please. And you're gone. All right. Hey, Josh, let me know if you're back.
I'm here. Sorry for that.
No problem. That does happen. So we got an equation here, 1/time1 plus 1/time2 equals 1/time together. 1/2 or 1/2 plus 1/4 equals 1/x. Let me know when you get this down and we'll work to solve it from here.
Mhm. That equals imagine there. 2 plus 4. Okay.
So normally you make a common denominator, but because of two numbers on the left, you just add them together. This is 2/4 plus 1/4 is 3/4, which equals 1/x. So to solve this, you end up cross multiplying like we've done a couple of times now. 3x equals 4. And then you divide by 3 on both sides to get your final answer. And that is in hours. Sometimes they ask you to convert these problems into minutes, but this one doesn't. Like this would be 1 hour and 20 minutes to do it together.
Hmm.
So what's interesting though in real life is it doesn't always get faster when two people do the job. Like this assumes everyone's working in sync, in parallel. You know,
That's
they're
true.
not. Sometimes you get two people working together and one doesn't know anything. So
Yeah.
they
One's
don't
going to
really
the
help.
bathroom or,
Yeah, exactly. So there's some issues there. So
Okay.
all right, now did we get done everything in this test that you need to get done for today?
Yep. That's
Why don't you
everything.
double check before we go, because I do want to make sure that you got everything you needed on this. And just take a look at all the questions, make sure you got everything written down. You know, you don't want to, oh, forgot to get that. You know, I'm right here, can answer some questions.
Okay. Got all 4 pages.
All right.
And
So yeah, so in situations like this, Josh, I mean, I usually don't do the full time just because the goal was to get through all this and it wouldn't really be, we took the risk that we wouldn't get done. Or we took the risk that if we got done, there'd be extra time. So if you're okay with that, I'd like to sign off here. If you feel like you got
okay.
everything you needed today. But you know, if we do a lesson in the future, please try to work through some of these as best you can.
Mhm.
So let me go ahead and oops, I didn't mean to do that. That doesn't
Yep.
stop.